Chapter 9. The Yoga of Royal Knowledge and Mystery. The Blessed Lord said, "Now I shall explain the greatest secret to you, the uncomplaining knowledge combined with wisdom, knowing which you will be liberated from evil. Ruling knowledge, a ruling secret, is the highest purifier, directly intelligible, correct, easy to practice, imperishable. Person without faith in this doctrine, scorcher of foes, not attain me, are born again into the path of death and reincarnation. By my unmanifest form, this whole universe is pervaded. All beings are situated in me, and not I situated in them. And beings are not situated in me. Look at my majestic yoga sustaining beings, and not staying in beings, my soul becoming beings. As the great omnipresent winds is eternally staying in space, so all beings stay in me. Consider this, all things, Gatuya, go to my nature at the end of an era, at the beginning of an era. I send them forth again, embracing my own nature. I send forth again and again this whole powerless multitude of beings by the power of nature. And those actions do not bind me. Wealth winner, sitting indifferently, unattached to these actions. With me as supervisor, nature produces the animate and inanimate. By this cause, Katuna, the universe revolves. The deluded despise me, the assumed human form, not knowing my higher essence, the great Lord of beings. Vain hopes, vain actions, vain thoughtless knowledge resort to fiendish and demonic deluded nature. But great souls, resorting to me, the divine nature, their undivided minds are devoted to knowing the imperishable source of being. Always glorify me, and striving with firm resolve, and honor me with devotion, they worship ever united. And by the knowledge sacrifice also, others sacrificing worship me. By oneness, by multiplicity, diversely, presently. I am the ritual, I am the sacrifice, offering I am. I am the medicinal herb, the mantra am I. I am clarified butter, I am fire, I am the oblation. I am the father of this universe, mother, supporter, grandfather, what is to be known, purified, sacred Om, the Rig, Sama, and Raju Vedas. The God, sustainer, Lord, witness, home, refuge, friend, the origin, dissolution, state, treasury, seed, eternal. I radiate heat, I withhold and send forth rain, immortality and death, and truth and untruth am I, Arjuna. Knowers of the three, knower of the three Vedas, some drinkers cleansed of evil, worship me with sacrifices, seek the way to heaven. They, attaining the pure world of the gods, enjoy the heavenly divine pleasures in heaven. They, enjoying the vast heaven world in exhausted merit, enter the mortal world. Thus, following the triple duty, desiring desires, they attain the going and coming. The people of undivided contemplation who worship me, I lead their constant unity to security. Even those devoted to other gods, whose sacrifice accompanied by faith, They also sacrifice to me Katuna outside the rules. For I am the enjoyer and Lord of all sacrifices, but they do not recognize me in truth. Therefore they fall. Those devoted to the gods go to the gods. To the ancestors go to those devoted to the ancestors. To those spirits go those sacrificing to the spirits. Those sacrificing to me go also to me. Whoever offers to me with devotion a leaf, flower, fruit, water, that devotion offered from a pure soul I accept. Whatever you do, whatever you eat, whatever you offer, whatever you give, whatever austerity you practice, Katunya, do it as an offering to me. Thus you will be released from good and evil fruits, from the bonds of action, the soul united in the yoga, the renunciation. Liberated, you shall come to me. I am the same in all beings. There is none disliked or favored by me. But whoever loves me with devotion, they are in me, and I am also in them. Even if an evildoer loves me with undivided devotion, this one is to be considered good, for this one is correctly resolved. Quickly the soul becomes right, it enters perpetual peace. Karuna, be aware, no devotee of mine is lost. Relying on me, Partha, even if they should be women of evil wombs, merchants, even servants, they also reach the supreme goal. How much more than holy teachers, devoted ruling seers, having attained this impermanent unhappy world, love me, with the mind on me, be devoted to me, sacrificing to me, honor me, thus uniting the soul with me as the supreme aim, you will come to me. According to the search results, this chapter is called The Age of the King of Science. In this chapter, Krishna reveals his supreme glories that inspire reverence, devotion, and awe. He also explains how the entire material existence is created, pervaded, maintained, and annihilated by his external energy, and all beings are coming and going under his supervision. He also emphasizes the role and importance of bhakti, transcendental devotional service towards our spiritual awakening. In this chapter, there are 34 verses. The main points of this chapter are: Krishna declares that he will impart to Arjuna the most confidential knowledge and wisdom, upon knowing which he will be released from the miseries of material existence. He says that this knowledge is the king of science and the most profound of all secrets. He says that it purifies those who hear it. It is directly realizable in accordance with Dharma, easy to practice, and everlasting in effect. Krishna states that people who have no faith in this Dharma are unable to attain him, and they repeatedly come back to this world in the cycle of birth and death. He says that he is the creator and destroyer of all beings, but he remains aloof from them by his divine yoga maya power. Krishna describes his material energy as consisting of 8 components: earth, water, fire, air, space, mind, intellect, and ego. He says that all living beings are his parts and parcels, but they are deluded by these components and do not know him as the Supreme Lord. Krishna affirms that he is the source of everything. He supports the entire creation with a fragment of his energy. He is the father, mother, grandfather, sustainer, master, witness, abode, refuge, friend, origin, dissolution, resting place, seed, and imperishable of all beings. Krishna reveals that he accepts any offering given with a loving heart. He guides those who worship him with faith. He preserves what they possess and provides them what they lack. He is seated in their hearts and gives them knowledge by his grace. Krishna explains those who worship other gods with faith actually worship him only, but in an improper way. He says that he is the enjoyer and master of all sacrifices and austerities, but those who do not recognize him as such fall down to lower realms after enjoying celestial pleasures. Krishna exalts the superiority of pure bhakti, solely directed towards him. He says those who engage in exclusive devotion towards him go beyond birth and death and attain his eternal abode. He says that such devotees live in complete union with his will, doing everything for him and offering everything to him. He says that their pure devotion helps them attain the mystic union with him and releases them from the bondage of karma. Krishna asserts that he is impartial towards all creatures. He neither favors nor rejects anyone. He says even if despicable sinners come to his shelter, he accepts them willingly and very quickly makes them pure and virtuous. He says that no one is dearer to him than those who worship him with devotion. Krishna concludes by declaring that he is easily attainable by unalloyed devotion. He says that he is the goal, the sustainer, the master, the witness, the abode, the refuge, and the most dear friend of all living beings. He urges Arjuna to dedicate his mind and body to him, worship him always, think of him, and make him his supreme goal.